What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another show of news, nerdistry, in this podcast form that we like to do. Well, we don't like this form. We like the old one. The one that we did before, like last year. But don't worry.
A year ago?
Better times are ahead. Anyway, thank you for joining us out there still. My name is Jason the X. I don't do this by myself, though. Over here, I pointed in the wrong direction, but that's Ricardo.
What's up, guys? I have a cocktail here called the Painkiller. Because, Lord knows we've all needed this last year.
Yeah, it's been a rough one. Anyway, and there in the mixing nerd genres, it's Bryce.
You can count on me for mixing that up.
Got a Flash beanie and a we're not sponsored by them.
And my Star Trek Voyager. Yeah, I'm drinking the room temperature water. So yeah.
Well, you actually
Bryce
have water,
mixes
right?
fandoms.
I do have room temperature water. What'd you say, Ricardo?
I said Bryce mixes fandoms. I mix cocktails. Jason just shakes his head. What up?
I like your shirt, Ricardo.
Warrior mana.
Anyway, it is, everybody, all the news crews are doing it. It's the year anniversary this is the worst anniversary to remember. I'll say that right now. I've hated this whole damn year.
Yeah. This is not going to make a lot of highlight reels, I don't think, in 20, 30 years in the future. I don't think a lot of people are going to be loving this.
I'm insisting, everyone, y'all, we need to hurry up and get people shots in arms, because I'm ready to do things again and see people, and I'm half vaccinated, so got one.
Once I get my vaccine, Jason, I'm giving you a hug.
No, you're not. Just a fist.
You have no. You posted a Facebook post.
I did not. No, I didn't.
And I took a screenshot.
I didn't see that.
Something about you will give everybody hugs for 30 days.
I didn't see anything of that sort.
I'm pretty sure, Bryce? I'm pretty sure the post mentioned something about 30-second hugs, not just a 5-second hug.
No,
30-second.
I didn't see anything about what the hell y'all talking about. What is this y'all speak of? Anyway, but we shall see. I think I like Dr. Fauci was ahead of the times on social distancing. See, I knew when Dr. Fauci came to me, he said, "Jason, what do you recommend people should be?" I said, I said, "Doctor, I'm glad you asked me. I think everyone should be 6 feet away from each other." And he was like, "Why 6 feet?" And I backed up to 6 feet and I tried to hit him, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Scientifically tested.
But what if you're someone like the Big Show or like our Osmos, where your reach is like 7 feet?
You know what? I think it needs to scale up the distance away from him. Because I actually, when I was in the military, I told you I took a picture with him, and he put his arm over somebody and then me too, and put his hand on my shoulder, and I was just like, yeah, his wingspan is just like, he's like, smile, and I'm like, there's a person between me and him, and yet I feel this hand just kind of, what the hell?
His wingspan is like Rodan.
Exactly. Oh man, how far am I away from Godzilla and King Kong? Because I need that in my veins, man.
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh, I'm ready to see Godzilla beat that sapien to death.
We're 1 week from Zack Snyder's Justice League and 2 weeks from Godzilla versus King Kong.
Wait,
where King Kong is gonna whip Godzilla's ass.
Wait, I thought it was gonna be like a month between these.
No.
Oh. Well, I guess HBO doesn't want me to watch the Snyder Cut because I'm gonna be watching Godzilla. Wait, Snyder Cut comes out first, right?
Yeah, yes. It does. Snyder comes out next week, and then the week after that, Godzilla gets his ass beat by King Kong.
Yeah, but the Snyder Cut's like a week long. I can't watch all of that. Isn't it like?
Yeah, you can.
It's like 7 days in running time, right?
Yeah, it's perfect. I don't think it's long enough.
You're gonna stream it all day long.
I can't watch for 7 days straight. I gotta go to work. I got kids and stuff, man. I can't do that.
You're gonna call in sick.
I am not calling in sick for Zack Snyder. No,
Yeah, you can.
No.
Say you got it.
I ain't gonna do shit for Zack Snyder. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Don't do it for Zach. Do it for Ray Fisher.
Oh, damn you.
yes.
Ray deserves your attention and your love.
Whatever. I don't need to hear this.
He's
All right, enough of
been
this.
through a lot.
Enough of this tomfoolery. Let's get this thing
Dude
kicked
from
off
Gal Gadot.
with some super cool nerd news. So as I have all of my stuff up on screen once again, because I care more about my coworkers than I do about myself, let's go over a couple of good things that are happening out there. So I watched Pacific Rim: The Black on Netflix, and I thought, hey, it's a cartoon. My children love Pacific Rim. I'm gonna let them watch this show. I shouldn't have done that, because this show is not for children.
Oh no!
No, this show is hold on, I'm trying to find my picture here. I threw it up there, but yeah, it's kind of it's good. I've always said that Pacific Rim was good franchise material, so yeah, I recommend the show. But as long as you're watching the show, go ahead and get you some toy merchandise from Tamashii Nations. We've got the the starring Jaeger in the role, and that is Atlas Destroyer. And I like the robot spirit stuff from Tamashii Nations. Let me get another picture in there, right over my face. So there you go. You'll see, if you haven't watched it, there is a little bit of a spoiler there, but it's a great show. Please go check it out on Netflix. And as long as you're watching things, I can't tell you where to go see this. Maybe message me and I'll figure out a place that you can watch this. But the newest Sentai series, Zenkaiger, it is the 45th Sentai series, has just started up in Japan. I believe episode 2 comes out this weekend. It is, well, if you look at that image right there, it is unusual. It is very, very unusual. And I was pretty much at where I say all Super Sentais, I need to watch the first episode and give it a chance. I'm sold after the first episode. It's funny. It's innovative. Please check it out. Of course, I'm going to be getting a lot of these toys. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's just my opening for something good. I don't have much this week. I apologize.
You're good.
It's been a busy week. But what's up, Brian? What are you looking at? Is somebody breaking into your home? Are you in danger? Blink if you're in trouble.
Yeah,
He blinked. He's in trouble.
No, I'm trying to look at the screen to see what you had, because I can't see what you post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at your visual.
I guess I should post my pictures in the chat so y'all can see this crazy Zenkaiger show. What hooked me on it was, you know how the villains always give these long speeches? Well, one of the characters in the middle of the villain's speech just shoots one of his minions. And like everybody stops dead and watches this guy drop, and it just, after he's like yosh, which is okay in Japanese. I was like, I'm sold on the humor for this show. It's pretty good. But it's one episode. I don't want to give away too much, but definitely check out Pacific Rim: The Black as well. Ooh boy, I love me some giant robots.
Yeah, I need to check out that show on Netflix for sure.
It is better than the second Pacific Rim movie.
Ooh, well, that's not hard to do.
Okay.
It's good though. Please check out. It deals with a lot of, like, it's I've always considered Pacific Rim franchise material. Just make the movies.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And bring Guillermo del Toro in on all of the movies. There is your key to success right there. If del Toro says,
a 10-episode series or
8 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. And they go really quickly. Like, I started watching it because I was watching on my tablet while I was working out, and I went through 4 episodes like nothing. Like, it was one of those, like, I've watched one episode, right? No, I watched 4. Or I felt like I had watched 2. I'd actually watched 4. That's more of a bet. It goes quickly. So yeah, enjoy the ride.
Okay, I'll have to watch those after I watch Zack Snyder's Justice League 3 times.
Well, this is available now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you don't have to ready your body for Zack Snyder. You don't. You just don't.
I've been doing nonstop jumping jacks and push-ups, getting ready for Justice League. So
have you been doing them in slow motion like Zack Snyder? Very dramatically. Like, hang on, Bryce, I'm gonna get some water.
Some of them, yes, of course, yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, all right, Bryce, since you're all talking, what have you got for us this week?
Hold on, I'm twirling my lasso.
Oh, Lord.
Well, all right, since we're talking about movies and Justice League, let's talk about something that Bruce Campbell is talking about.
Ooh.
And that's an exciting... Yeah. Give Bruce some sugar, baby, because he's bringing you a new installment of the Evil Dead franchise, and he's calling it Evil Dead Rise, and it's supposed to be filming... Well, it should have been filming already in New Zealand. And actually, thanks to their quarantine efforts, they've been able to control the pandemic. And they're supposed to start filming soon, as opposed to here in Texas. Good luck. You couldn't shoot it here, but whatever. Luckily, Lee Cronin, the director, is who, by the way, has only one film credit to his IMDb credit, is one big film. He's got a lot of short films, but he is stating that he wants to provide a roller coaster of terror. And Bruce and Lee have come up with the modern day Evil Dead, which is not set in the woods. It's going to be an urban setting, similar to the Ash versus Evil Dead TV series, where there was a female lead. This one's also supposed to have a female lead, and it's all about her trying to save her family from the Deadites and the Necronomicon. So I'm excited because I'm not sure how much Bruce is going to be on the screen in this one, but any Evil Dead I'm interested in because it's a great franchise.
I could have sworn he said he's retired the role.
Yeah, I thought so too, but
you don't want to believe him. That's all.
Maybe it's me and with some hopeful, wishful thinking.
Yeah, we can tell. Did you hear the pleading in his voice when he was like, well, he didn't want to agree with me. He was like, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, he may have said that, but
I mean, you put enough money in front of anybody, they'll come out of.
I don't even think it's a money thing. I don't think it's a money thing with Bruce. Plus, he's let his hair go gray and everything. He's got that whole silver fox thing going, I don't
know. Maybe they give him more creative control than before. I don't know. One way or another, I'm excited. I'm just wondering, okay, what timeline is this going to be in? Is this going to be in the OG movies? Is this going to be through the TV series, or is this going to be from the remake?
It should be modern.
Yeah, it's a reboot. From everything they're saying, it's not.
It's not
really connected so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch anything Evil Dead. I'm going to, even when Ash versus Evil Dead got kind of, hard to watch, I was still there.
I want to get an Ashy Slashy puppet.
I think you can actually. I mean,
there's nothing stopping you, Ricardo.
Yeah. What you need to do is get a chainsaw. Now let's cut that hand off.
Is it the left hand?
It's the other one.
No, that's my good hand.
No. Anyway, his good hand. He says, "This show degenerates when there are no female cast members."
This is my pouring hand for cocktails.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
isn't that what cup holders are for?
What?
I mean,
just Rick, get a good cup holder.
Oh Lord, Rick, you're up.
All right. I got a plethora of stories today. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one because it really brings the nostalgia out for me. There's a documentary set to come out here on the 15th about Blockbuster. It is about the last Blockbuster store ever in the world, which is set up in Oregon. And funny enough, it's going to debut on Netflix, which is funny
I'm
because
sorry.
about 15 years ago, back when Netflix started,
Perfect.
Netflix said, "Hey, do you want to buy us for $50 million?" And Blockbuster said, "No, you guys were irrelevant. You guys aren't going to be around much longer." So yeah, we're getting it's going to be about the documentary is going to be about the last Blockbuster in the world, which is in Oregon. Kind of how they survived, kind of how they're still around, and of course, it's going to talk about the rise and fall of Blockbuster because at its height, they had over 9,000 stores in the States.
Oh yeah.
And it's the building that's literally quarter of a mile from my house that used to be a Blockbuster is now our voting place. And it makes me kind of sad because I'm like, I miss Blockbuster. I miss that smell, that feeling when you find that movie, that DVD, and you get your box of candy and you get your soda. You go up to the guy or the girl and they scan your thing, and then you walk out with your movie, and then you forget about it. You get those late fees, and then you rush back and throw it in there with $1. We're getting a document. What?
You've got much different memories for Blockbuster. I hated the Blockbuster experience, honestly. The movies were always gone, and then they turned into Family Video, where they sold drugs out of Family Video. I'm sure the Family Video was selling drugs out. There's no way those stores lasted that long. They were selling drugs out of there. But
There's still a few.
but let me back up a little bit. So this documentary is going to air on Netflix.
Yes, the company that wanted
Who thought
Blockbuster
this
to buy it.
disrespectful shit up? it's like wearing the skin of your fallen enemy.
So I'm interested in this. At one point, actually, I think it was last summer, which is funny that they did it during the pandemic, but it was socially distanced, like safe. Apparently, they turned that Blockbuster for like a couple weeks into an Airbnb, where you could literally stay at that Blockbuster overnight.
What they need to do to complete the experience, the store stays open.
Wait.
So
Why would you want to stay in a Blockbuster?
I mean,
store?
Bryce
Did it
brings
still
up an
have-
excellent question.
Did it still have all of the videos on the shelves and stuff?
yeah, it was like a whole thing. I have to look up the more. I'm sure they'll talk about it on the documentary because it says on here they'll talk about it. But
Imagine if people that were involved in Blockbuster were the one that were like corporate Blockbuster had to go to Netflix to pitch this to them. Like,
so okay,
if I'm a Netflix guy that pitched Netflix to them, I want to be in the room when the shoe's on the other foot. Just like, hello.
Hold on. I think it was the owner of that the director of this movie. His last name was Morden. I can't seem to find his first name. Oh, Taylor Morden.
Okay, so nobody
he
involved
said-
with Blockbuster, but
Taylor Morden said, "The irony of our indie movie about Blockbuster Video and VHS renting being available to stream on Netflix is not lost on us. Someone at Netflix clearly has a good sense of humor about the whole situation, but I guess, as they say, history is written by the winners. It is fun to think about a fantasy world where Blockbuster and Netflix can peacefully coexist."
it's like putting the head of your enemy on a pike outside your camp. Like, here they are. We kill them, and now they will exist just like in our trophy room. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. I'm glad that they understand the irony isn't lost because it's damn sure not lost on me.
I'm excited. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to sit down with a bag of popcorn and a cherry Coke I'm gonna watch this.
Okay, just make sure you go to another store and overpay for it. That didn't really get the Blockbuster experience.
Where can I go to overpay for soda?
Anyway, I've got some nostalgic video game news that I want to get into. So, this is coming from a company. It's called Dotemu, and I'm trying to get my trailer going here. But it is for a new side-scrolling Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, yes!
Old school. Like, I remember playing I spent many a damn quarter on this damn game. playing it at the supermarket that was right around the corner from my apartment. This definitely captures that nostalgic Ninja Turtles experience. Like right now, it looks like the classic 80s cartoon right off the bat. It looks good. You got the party wagon. The theme song it's a redone version of the classic theme song. I'm not sure if there's going to be any voice acting in this game. We don't have any date for release. It will be released on PC and consoles. I need this for my Switch. Thank you very much. That's probably what it'll be on. We do get a couple of shots in game of some of the sprites in there, and there is a lot of life in those sprites if you look at them. Look at them run. I love how Michelangelo is running on that. This is classic. Also, the foot soldiers working at desks that get pissed off that the turtles come in there. This is old school side-scrolling Ninja Turtles, and I am here for it. No release date. Please go to Dotemu. That's DOTEMU.com. Stay up on all the details. And of course, once we get it, you'll probably know because I'm going to be playing it. But yes, classic Ninja Turtles. And I don't have to have a whole pocket full of quarters. Just waiting to throw another one in.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They redid the theme song, and honestly, I kind of like it.
Sweet.
I'm going to get on their press list, and hopefully we might get an early advance copy, you know?
You mean you will get an early advance copy?
Well, I mean, everybody can play it. So, but anyway, it is also 4-player co-op. So,
lit.
Oh yeah, it's old school. So link up a bunch of Switches and play this sucker. This is how games were supposed to be played, with quarters and like 80 people surrounding the damn cabinet, you know, trying to see you make it to the end. So I'm ready.
Okay, wait, hold on, Jason. Who was your turtle?
Raphael.
Bryce.
Donatello.
Same. Yeah. High five.
Nerds. Anyway. Raphael is cool, but rude.
I like the look of that game. That is classic.
It is. It's very. And don't tell me like 8-bit. Oh, it's old school sprites. Man, there's so much life in there. I'm ready for it. So yeah. All right, Bryson, huh?
Yeah, I was just going to say, speaking of Blockbuster and speaking of the Turtles, I remember getting the Turtles on VHS.
Oh my God!
Way back when.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying like 3 of the figures, you know, before I decided, oh wait, I need to spend my money on my girlfriend. So you know, I had to kind of, you know, quit buying Turtles figures, but.
What would have paid off? I'm just kidding. Imagine if you still had those turtles. I'm just saying.
I know, right? Maybe I made the wrong decision.
Nah. All right, brother, you are up. What you got?
Yeah. Well, let's go with the launch of the second season of one of our favorite shows, or at least one of my favorite shows streaming on Amazon. The launch of the second season of The Boys. Did you know that was the most watched global original series by Amazon?
Wow.
So, due to the success of Highlander and all the rest of those characters that are so much fun to watch, I really enjoy, you know, Starlight and Mother's Milk. I'm really into this show. So, Amazon has decided to do a spinoff of the show, and it is an untitled, as of yet, series that's going to be going into production soon. They have revealed 2 essential cast members. excuse me, Lizzie Broadway, who is an actress from Bones and Southland. She's going to be playing a young soup named Emma. And Jazz Sinclair is going to be playing a young soup named Marie. And you may remember her from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah. So this show is being described as a young soups competition run by Vought International. It is America's only college exclusively for young superheroes. So the series is going to focus on the R-rated adventures, the exploration of their lives as they put their physical, sexual, moral boundaries to the test, competing for the best contracts in the best cities. So I'm guessing that Cleveland and Helena, Montana probably won't play well with some of these troops who don't want to work there.
You know, we got a little taste of like, you know, Vought making superheroes and everything in the latest season of The Boys. But now, oh man, this is going to be dark. This is going to be all the behind the scenes stuff that Vaught's doing. Oh boy. Can this series get any darker? I think the answer is yes.
Yes, it can.
And this
I'm a little afraid of how dark it may go because honestly, as much as I enjoy watching the show, I have to take periodic breaks. I can't binge watch all 8 or 10 episodes. I forget how many there are each season. I can't watch all 10 at once. I have to take a break because I did find them to be very dark.
Yeah, I mean, I think you and I are more, hey, we want our superheroes to be heroes, not dirtbags. I mean, granted,
you guys have reason why y'all can get through it. Have to take breaks is because y'all actually have a good soul. I have no soul.
No.
I can watch through that and be just fine.
Oh, I didn't say that. I mean, I enjoy Billy is my spirit animal. Like if Billy the Butcher, I tried to take one of those, which boys character are you? And every time it was Billy. Like I did 3 times. Like, all right, come on. Billy the Butcher. Son of a... I almost said the C word to my phone. I was like, oh yeah, that kind of confirms it. But
well, if isn't the invisible.
Yeah. Wow. I are we ready for this dark show? I guess we're going to find out. But the most watched series on Amazon, though, huh?
Well, original series made by
series. Right, I meant
yes.
that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they count that for movies because, you know, I just saw Coming to America also last week and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did.
You know what? I only got about 30 minutes into the show and I was asked by my girlfriend, can we switch to something else?
Because it's arguably not as good as the first one. It's kind of like we're catching up with these people 30 years later, which I'm fine with. You know, they got every black actor to be in that movie, and I'm fine with that as well. Except for Stacey Dash. You don't get to come to the cookout. I'm sorry. You just don't.
You don't get a plate.
Political dig. But you don't come to the cookout.
You don't get a plate.
I'm excited for it. Do we have a release date on that Boys spinoff, by the way?
No, it hasn't gone into production yet. I don't believe it. Yeah, so we're waiting on that.
I figured as much. We just got the actresses, so you know, they're probably still working on scripts. All right, well, we'll keep you guys informed once we know. All right, Rick, what you got?
I had it's a frustrating, sad, and very angering story. So back in 2000 and I think it was 7, might have been 6. Actor Katie Leung was casted to play character Cho Chang in the Harry Potter franchise. She first appeared in The Goblet of Fire, so that would have been 04 or 05, actually, now I'm thinking about it. She was casted to play this character called Cho Chang, and at the time, she was fairly young. She was in her late teens, and really didn't deal with racism until she was casted in this film. And unfortunately, she was told to keep quiet That's right. She said she was in an episode of Chinese Chippy Girl, which was released this past Monday, which is a podcast. And she said after her casting in 2005's Harry Potter: The Goblet of Fire was announced, she started seeing racist messages from fans online. And just to let you guys know, if you spew racist hate towards anyone like this, you're not a fan. You are a bag of douche. I was Googling myself at one point, and I was on this website, which was kind of dedicated to Harry Potter fandom. I remember reading all the comments, and yeah, it was a lot of racist shit, she says. Luong, who was born in Scotland and is of Chinese descent, was only 16 when she was cast in the Harry Potter films. She recalled not receiving any media training before doing interviews and said publicists told her to deny that the racist attacks were happening. I remember them saying to me, "Oh, look, Katie, we haven't seen these websites that people are talking about. And you know, if you get asked, just say that it's not true. Say that it's not happening." And I just nodded my head and was like, okay. Even though I had seen it myself with my own eyes, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just say everything's great, which obviously it wasn't. Warner Brothers Pictures, the studio behind the Harry Potter films, declined to comment on this, and it is unclear if the publicist worked for the studio or for the actor. I was really effing grateful that I was in the position I was in, Luong said. I kept saying, "Oh, I wish I'd maybe said something," but you can't do that. She did appear in the rest of the Harry Potter films, including Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the two Deathly Hallows films. And then she also appeared in Locked Down, The Foreigner, and TV shows such as The Nest, White Dragon, and I think it's called Chimerica. I don't think it's said Chimerica, but anyways. So yeah. This is not the first we've heard of this kind of stuff happening. Of course, we've got everything going on with Ray Fisher right now. We've heard what happened with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry with the royal palace and all that. So, and I saw another article. I didn't get to read into it much, but apparently, all this racist stuff has been costing Hollywood like $10 billion a year, but yet they're still trying to keep it quiet. They're still trying to. Oh, no, it's not really happening. Guys, wake up. It's happening. It's there.
I think
Quit denying it.
The main thing we need to... People are always like, oh, why does this keep coming up? It's like, oh, we never heard about this before. It happened. And the reason it keeps coming up like this and people keep bringing it up is because we can do better.
Yeah.
You got to insist on doing better. I mean, that's what this boils down to. No one's trying to... I mean, there should be accountability. There always should be accountability. You should always, it's not cancel culture. You're being held accountable for your words. So we can do better. And stories like this are going to keep coming until we get better. And they should. This kind of stuff should make it into the public eye.
Aren't
Bryce?
we always, I was going to say, aren't we always going to have segments of society, as long as we have social media that aren't going to let go of racist hatred thoughts and I mean, how do you solve the problem with people who want to troll other people on the internet?
Unfortunately, there is no easy solution, and I don't think this is something that's going to go away in our lifetime. Some people just, it's just, it makes them feel better for whatever reason. Maybe, they have a crappy life, and maybe for them to make someone else feel crappy makes them feel better. And I'm like, that's not how you do it, yo.
I mean, for me, I look up their IP address. I mean, and you're not invisible on the internet. Always keep that in mind. If you are thinking about doing some of this, you're not invisible on the internet. You can be found. So just keep that in mind.
I really wish people who spewed, this sort of hatred online, I wish they could be banned. I really do. Because there's really no place for it.
I would prefer there always be some sort of accountability for your words, whether they be digital or in person.
Yeah.
And platforms, everybody it's cancel culture. No, you're being held accountable. And that's the problem with the internet. There's no accountability. They can step up, and I mean, there more needs to be done. Of course, I don't know when it's not going to be enough, but maybe one day. But for now,
Plus,
yes.
all these people that keep sending these messages, they're all cowards.
Yeah.
They're all keyboard warriors. They hide behind a screen. They hide behind a keyboard. They won't say it to your face. They'll play one way in front of your face, and then be someone else different. So you know, all these races, they're cowards. They're nobodies. They can go rot in hell for all I care.
I'm not going to argue with them.
Well, hopefully this young woman has a thick skin, and she won't let it affect her everyday life and happiness, because it's not worth it to let these people ruin your week, much less your life.
You know what? She kept acting, and she's still out there doing it. And she came back for that Harry Potter film, so she clearly does. You know, she fought through it. She did what she had to do, and you know, she's still acting. So good for her.
All right. Well, I'm
Jason,
going to bring it up a little bit here. In case you didn't notice, I like toys. This may shock you, but it was recently announced. It was announced today, actually, that Hasbro will be reissuing the classic Beast Wars line. Now, they did this a couple years ago, but these were new molds. These Beast Wars figures will be on the original molds. Let me tell you about these original molds. These are the ones that a young Jason started hunting around Dallas to get. These toys here it's basically where it all went downhill. Let me get my big picture up. So the first full released will be the Megatron Classic T-Rex form. They even have their little mutant heads, if you remember that about the Beast Wars figures. An Optimus Primal, which I really need one of these because I dropped one off the back of my motorcycle. Don't ask. It happened. Cheetor and Rat Trap. They will also come on classic cards and boxes like the old school Beast Wars stuff. So, am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. When are these set to release? Hang on. The prices for the larger figures, you'll be paying $39.99. For the deluxe ones, $19.99. Original toys with updated paint. The paint will be updated. Using the original molds. They will be available at the Walmart CollectorCon on 3/15. What?
That's tomorrow. No, that's on Monday.
It's Monday. Okay then. So yeah, I know where I'll be Monday. No word on if these are Walmart exclusives. Hopefully not. Hopefully they will be mass release. But yeah, they look good. Those are the original figs, and man, I'm here for it. So. Yeah, Bryce, this is where the toy collecting started for me. We talked about this on Alternate Heads, our sister channel, youtube.com/Alternate Heads. Come for the toy content.
Yeah, those look slick, Jason. I can see why you liked them as a kid. I would have definitely liked them as a kid.
They were innovative at the time because they had ball joints, more posability and everything. So, yeah, and ratcheted joints as well. This was new technology. They really went all out. From what Transformers used to be. Even though people were like, they shouldn't turn into animals. Well, they are. So get over it.
Jason, I'm going to send you money on Monday in the list.
You better get on, you need to get on line just in case I can't.
I'm going to try to get the vaccine on Monday.
Huh?
I'm going to try to get the vaccine on Monday.
Well, that's what phones are for. I need you to work. I'm kidding. I'm waiting to see. I mean, it's not like I need them, but I'm going to get them anyway. But, that's how this toy collecting thing goes.
No, Jason, you need them.
I mean, I need that Optimus Primal above all. It needs to go in my cabinet over here.
Do you see that line progressing for several waves?
I mean, right now we're actually in the current Transformers series, Transformers Kingdom. We're getting Beast Wars molds. Beast Wars characters. I think Hasbro is really trying to get Beast Wars out there to possibly make a, we've heard rumblings about it, but a big screen Beast Wars series. So they're trying to get this in front of people, and they're seeing success with Kingdom. So little re-release of some figs. Hey, yeah, look at these. They transform into robots. Y'all want this, right? Big screen Transformers. Transformers Beast Wars. I think this is all leading up to that. And you'll know when it happens because you'll hear me, going, woo, from somewhere in the city. All right.
Right.
Brycer, you're up, brother.
Okay, did you guys know I'm a Star Trek fan?
No.
Really?
Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and write you guys an email and send you a telegram.
I'll make sure I put
is
that
it like-
as a Bryce fact.
Yeah,
Is,
yeah.
is
On
Star
my
Trek
tombstone-
like
Go ahead.
is Star Trek kind of like Oregon Trail, but like
Oh
in
my
space?
God.
Was sort of.
Could you die of dysentery
No,
up
it's
there?
No, absolutely. If you die of dysentery in the Star Trek universe, something went horribly wrong. Anyway,
Yeah, the doctor took several days off. So, yeah, on my tombstone, it's probably going to say something about he liked Star Trek a lot. But anyway, guys, I don't know if you're aware of the Indiegogo campaign to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Star Trek Voyager that happened in 2020. That was supposed to come out, but the pandemic slowed everything down on the production of the filming and getting everyone together for the interviews and whatnot. But the current campaign is breaking records for raising funds for a documentary. There's only one documentary that was more successful than the current Voyager campaign, and that was the one for the Deep Space Nine.
Ooh.
What We Left Behind. That's the only one that's outdone Voyager campaign thus far. But the Voyager campaign is brand new and it's got like 20 days or 22 days left or something like that. And
I just looked it up. Oh,
yeah, it's got. Let me guess.
No, go ahead.
$695,281.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
$695,281. Raised.
425 now.
How much?
You were correct, except the last three numbers are 425. So it went up a
Ooh.
little bit.
It's gone up since I checked it.
Holy
it's
crap! This thing is almost $700,000.
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. When it reaches $250,000, $750,000, it's going to hit all of its stretch goals.
Oh
The
my
seventh
God.
one. It's already met 6 of the 7 stretch goals, and it is going bonkers. There's so many Voyager fans, and what's great about this, guys, is that when this gets made, this is going to get some eyes and ears focused on that 26-year-old franchise, or television show that needs a HD upgrade release on home media. The original series, Next Gen, they both have Blu-ray home media packages that you can purchase. Deep Space Nine and Voyager have not been upgraded to Blu-ray. So a lot of fans are hoping that this will get the attention that it deserves and get it upgraded to Blu-ray, which would be great. And the great thing about the Deep Space Nine Blu-ray, by the way, What We Left Behind on their documentary, they upgraded using some of their funds. They upgraded some of the standard definition footage to HD, so as to show how beautiful it can look in Blu-ray. And I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with the Voyager documentary. So it's exciting. They already filmed the cruise, the Star Trek 2020 cruise, where they already celebrated the 25th anniversary of Voyager. So they already got a lot of cast filmed for that. But they want to bring the entire cast together in London, which is what those funds will allow them to do.
Wow. I mean, I'm looking through. Let me actually run this show, like I'm supposed to. But I'm looking through this Indiegogo. This is a very well put together Indiegogo.
Yes, it is.
I honestly, I kind of want the grab a phaser. We're going to get some answers T-shirt. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a great looking T-shirt. I think that's going to sell like
Well,
hotcakes.
I also love the Replicator coffee shirt, but the perks, I mean, the rewards are great. I
Yeah,
just can't believe this thing's got 20 days left.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
What?
They're going to raise a ton of money and break records. This is great.
Can they get to 1 million?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, because Kickstarters and Indiegogos, I mean, they start to slow down a lot now. I feel as though a lot of this money came in very early for Voyager.
Well, you know what? I think it's been, yeah, that's true. The first day went bonkers. They raised a
Yeah.
ton of money. They raised over $400,000.
Star Trek fans
Oh,
just
wow.
like, take my money.
Yes, yes. Now I tried to back it today and was unsuccessful. I was having trouble with the site, but I'm going to do it after the show is over. I'm backing it. There's no doubt I
considering it.
want to be a part of this. So now, what's interesting is if you want to spend $1,000 or more, you can actually meet some of the actors at some of the sites where they filmed the series.
Oh, awesome.
All
And
right,
you
well,
can eat lunch with them and do all these things and get pictures and whatnot. So I highly recommend all you Star Trek fans who have not checked it out, go check out this Indiegogo thing, because you can get your producer credit and get your name on the Blu-ray and everything else.
$1,000, huh? I know what my stimulus money is going to. Uncle Joe, give me my money. I need to go meet the cast of Voyager. It's a very, guys, Indiegogo.com /project/ the Star Trek Voyager documentary is the address. I'll probably try to get into the links on the screen, but yeah, this is it's like I said, I like well put together. If you're asking for money, damn it, the presentation needs to be good. This looks good.
Well, something I forgot to mention is the guys who are doing this documentary are the same people who have been doing For the Love of Spock documentary.
Oh,
And the one I already mentioned, What We Left Behind, Chaos on the Bridge documentary, which was about the next generation. And then there was also some other documentaries featuring Shatner and the rest of the captains. So they've done at least 8 documentaries, including this great one right here. So yeah, they're going to do a great job on this show. It's
What
well
you should
worth
do,
that.
Bryce, is reach out to them and say we want to talk to them on SCNS Live.
I can do that.
We want to talk to them. I want to know more. Damn it!
I can do that. You can follow the Indiegogo Voyager on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. They are available to follow.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Wow, this is an impressive one. Congratulations to them, honestly. And hopefully, at somewhere in the future, maybe we can talk to these people about what they're
That'd be pretty
accomplishing
cool.
here. Yeah, that'd be very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, you got to top that. I'm glad I ain't got to go after it.
I don't think I can top it. I might come just below it, if not right with it. For those that grew up in the 90s, we all loved the Cartoon Network show called the Powderpuff Girls. Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup, when Professor X accidentally added Chemical X to a concoction.
Okay,
And
first off, you're stepping on my nostalgia. Powerpuff, not Powderpuff. And it's not Professor X, it's Professor Neutronium. He loved them little girls, all right? I'm sorry.
he dropped Chemical X, and it was Professor Neutronium. That's right. So it's been a hot minute. I haven't seen the Powderpuff Girls in about 20 years. So the Powerpuff Girls, we're getting a live action on the CW.
Oh, Lord.
Where they are grown-ups, and we've got a cast. We have Chloe Bennett as Blossom, Dove Cameron as Bubbles, and Yana Peralt as Buttercup. In the live-action Powderpuff Girls, written by Diablo Cody and Heather Regnier, and directed by Maggie Kiley, based on the original Cartoon Network series, created by Craig McCracken. It will follow Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, who used to be America's pint-sized superheroes. Now, they're delusioned 20-somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. Will they agree to reunite now that the world needs them more than ever? So we have Chloe Bennett, who will portray Blossom Utonium. Although she was a spunky, conscientious, Little Miss Perfect child who holds several advanced degrees, Blossom's repressed kitty superhero trauma has left her feeling anxious and reclusive, and she aims to become a leader again, this time on her own terms. Cameron will play Bubbles Utonium. Her sweet girl disposition won America's hearts as a child, and she still sparkles as an adult, but her charming exterior belies an unexpected toughness and wit. She's initially more interested in recapturing her fame than saving the world, but she just might surprise us and herself. And lastly, Perrault is Buttercup Utonium. She was the rebellious badass of the Powerpuff Girls in its heyday. More sensitive than her tough exterior suggests, Buttercup has spent her adulthood trying to shed her Powerpuff Girl identity and lives an anonymous life. And that's all we really got from them. We don't get a whole much other than that of what's going to happen with them. So we don't know any villains. We don't know if Professor Utonium is going to make an appearance. Most likely, though. So yeah, thoughts?
I can't wait to see Mojo Jojo.
What sick bastard wanted to have a gritty Powerpuff Girl show? Because get him on the phone. Get them on the phone. Look, I like Diablo Cody. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. But who requested this? I did not request this. I did not ask for this. Why did you ask for this? This almost seems like a parody. Like when Don Cheadle was Captain Planet on Funny or Die. I don't want to see like Dora the Explorer with like a scar across her face and she's grim and gritty now and packing guns or something. Who? Why? Who did this?
Okay, look at it this way. Like the one thing that really interesting was how they described this, like they're delusion 20-something who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. To me, as someone who has studied psychology, that's very interesting to me.
Okay,
because it's like because I'm like, how can they write this and it not make fun of like depression and having lost your childhood, what? And it's like, all the battles they fought this and against him, Mojo Jojo, and everyone else.
Oh my God, live action him. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I want this show.
You what?
Never mind. I want this show now. I think the real question I want to ask is, and this should be the one question on everybody's mind: will they have fingers? Because that never made sense to me with their little flipper. Whatever that was, everybody else had hands.
It was a cartoon, man.
Everybody else had hands. It's like Rob Liefeld drew this thing. So, oh
my God.
I'm sorry. It won't be a show without a Rob Liefeld dig, I guess.
Hey, he's coming to Dallas.
I think he just exists in Dallas, honestly. I think he does.
Well, I want to know, are their heads and eyes going to be CGI to make their heads and eyeballs look bigger?
Oh, I don't want this now. No. With their big old bubble head? Oh, no. Yeah. And their tiny bodies?
Yeah. Or are they just going to have some sort of makeup application to make them look more round here?
I guess they're not. I'm really hoping that they do not provide the nightmare fuel that you are describing right now, Bryce.
Are they going to have in blue contacts, pink contacts, and a green contacts to give them eyes
if a trailer comes out for this show and they look anything like what Bryce just described, I'm out.
I'm in.
Yeah. This is already going to be grim and gritty. We don't need to be a horror show with like them eyes just like this.
You guys are horrible. I'm excited for this show.
Well, that makes me.
I'm excited for this. I'm wondering to see kind of how they'll take this a kind of like a kids growing up and kind of facing the consequences of how they grew up without a childhood, crime fighting all the time. So I'm excited. The fact that Chloe Bennett is kind of like the de facto leader of this, because Blossom was always the leader. So and I'm excited.
It's in the theme song. Yes, she's the leader.
Seeing Dove Cameron, don't really know much about her. Yana Peralt, don't know much about her either. Chloe Bennett, of course, we all know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I do have one. Okay, just real quick. This is a CW show. Which CW superhero series should it cross over with?
Stargirl.
Actually, that's pretty. Actually, he's got a really good one there. Bryce.
My vote would be Swamp Thing, even though it's not currently in production.
Oh wow!
God damn.
This is going to be a dark show anyway, and we're only making it worse.
Watch when the show starts. Like Professor Utonium's actually dead.
Oh God, yes, they'll do that. They're going to do that, and I don't want that.
No.
Anyway, okay, we have exhausted time for this show.
Wait, I have one more question.
What's that?
Hey, this concept worked really well for Josie and the Pussycats movie, right?
Hey, wait, I love that movie.
That's a great film.
Yeah, the music was great in Josie and the Pussycats, but it wasn't dark. Okay.
Yeah.
From the description he gave, this show's going to be dark.
I mean, it's like Archie or Riverdale.
I don't watch that.
It's a dark Archie.
I never liked Archie anyway. Archie was disturbing to me. Anyway, all right. So we are ending this show. We're going to end it with some shout outs. I'd like to go with the first one. We have talked to these people before. Bat in the Sun. They have produced the popular Superpower Beatdown series. Of course, they were affected by a lot of the COVID stuff going on. I'm trying to find my picture. There it is. But their newest work, Batman Dying is Easy, is now available on YouTube, on their YouTube channel, youtube.com/batinthesun. Aaron Shurka has, I've always enjoyed their work, especially on the Superpower Beatdown series. And they've started to get more into working on films. I know I backed them for their Legacy of the White Ranger film that they're working on. But definitely, if you're a fan of Batman and want to see... Kevin Porter is the actor who plays Batman. He's very good. Very good as Batman. He's also huge. He's like big and intimidating. Got to meet him at San Diego Comic-Con. He's not like that in real life. He's a very nice guy. But go see their latest work, Batman Dying is Easy. They do have some big names in this from Star Trek Voyager. He plays the tall guy. I can't think of his name. The tall alien.
Robert Picardo,
not Voyager. Sorry, Discovery.
You talking about Saru?
Yeah, Saru, the actor that plays Saru. Doug Jones.
Yeah.
God, Doug Jones is in it.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. It's
I love me some Doug Jones.
Michael Madsen is Commissioner Gordon in it. Yes,
wow.
Michael Madsen talks like this. You'll know the voice. Definitely go check it out. I still have yet to see it. We've had the pleasure of talking to Aaron on the show, and we actually filmed the panel at San Diego Comic-Con that they had and gave them the footage. So, nice guys. They worked very hard on this. Go give it a watch and give it your honest opinion. I started watching part of it. I like what I'm saying. So, good thing to watch on YouTube. Go check it out. Shout out to the Bat in the Sun guys. Rick, who's your shout out this week?
I got a couple of them, but I'm gonna stick with one. I'm a shout out to two podcasts. One which is run, and both of them are run by the same person. The Hamilcast and True Crime Obsessed. These two podcasts, especially Hamilcast, really helped me get through this past year, kind of with everything that's been going on. Hamilcast is a podcast about cast members that have been in Hamilton or crew members, and it's run by Jillian Pincevali, and her husband Mike is also involved with that. And then there's another one called True Crime Obsessed, which is Jillian Pincevali and this gentleman by the name of Patrick Hines. And this is literally their job. They watch true crime documentaries, and then they talk about it. And that's one that I started listening to more recently. I have joined both of their Patreons that way I can get exclusive access to certain things. And they've really helped me kind of get through this past year, especially at work. I just listen to them and listen to other people's stories and also stuff about true crime when I don't have time to watch the documentaries. So if you have Spotify, Apple Podcast, whatever else, True Crime Obsessed, TCO, and the Hamilcast, both highly recommend, especially if you are either a true crime aficionado or a Broadway fan. So yeah, Jillian Pisavali, Patrick Hines, love you girls.
All right, Bryce, who you got, man?
Okay. I want to do a shout out to one of my favorite local bands, and that would be Secrecies. They are local here in Dallas. They released their debut album, self-titled, in the last year, and it is fantastic. They're played on local radio here in Texas. What I find interesting about them is Sean and Joey, who are in the band. I met them at Sundown at Granada for the first time. Sundown after Granada, and I saw them perform over 3 years ago. And these guys are really talented. They do some great chill wave, synth wave. They write their own material. They have songs currently that I love. They're called "Life We Live," "So Quickly," and "Hole in My Heart." And I highly recommend you check them out on YouTube. They have their own YouTube channel. You can buy their album on their own on their record label, which is Idol Records. You can follow them on Instagram and Facebook. It's Secrecies. Can you see the album?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
A little bit of
All
glare
right.
on the left, but you can see it better from where you were holding it before. But I like the album cover.
Okay. Yeah,
There you go. That's
they're
perfect
really
right there.
great. Check them out, Secrecies, and look at their videos on YouTube. They're really fun. Check them out, guys.
All right, cool. Well, that has been our show, guys. We're getting closer to gathering up again at some point to have some real tomfoolery, but it is what it is for now. Soon we'll be together. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining us out there. Follow us over at youtube.com. Like this video and subscribe. Follow us on facebook.com/SCNS Live and on Twitter and Instagram at SCNS Live. If you want to follow me personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. Bryce, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Bryce Culver. You can also follow me at Trapdoor Toys on Instagram. That's my toy page. Ricardo, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram under NerdyRick89. That is spelled NERDYRIC89. There's no K in my name because Ricardo isn't spelled with a K. I'm doing the 365-day challenge. Today was day 70, I believe. So you can follow me on there. I am 39 people away from 1,000 followers on Instagram. So go on there and follow me. Also, if you haven't had a chance, order your Zoa energy drink. It is the newest energy drink from The Rock. This has not been sponsored. We're not sponsored by them. I just give shout out to anything that The Rock does because he is a hero of mine. That's why I'm wearing my Warrior Mana shirt. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. Help me get to 1,000 followers.
All right. Well, that's been our show, guys. We'll see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Keep on nerding.